18, issued by President Ferdinand Romualdez Marcos Jr., the first session of the Senate in the first special session of the 20th Congress is hereby called to order. Let us pause for a minute of silent prayer. Amen. The Secretary will please call the roll.
The Honorable Senator Aquino, Senator Cayetano Alan, Senator Cayetano Pia, Senator De La Rosa, Senator Ejercito, Senator Escudero, Senator Estrada, Senator Go, Senator Ontiveros, Senator Lacson, Senator Lapid, Senator Legarda, Senator Marcoleta, Senator Marcos, Senator Padilla, Senator Pangilinan, Senator Soto III, Senator Tulfo Erwin, Senator Tulfo Rafi, Senator Villanueva, Senator Villar Camille, Senator Villar Mark, Senator Zubiri, Senate President Pro Tempore Gatchalian.
With 13 senators present, the chair declares a quorum.
Mr. President.
Majority Leader.
Thank you, Mr. President. Mr. President, I move that we proceed with the election of the Senate President of the Philippines. I so move.
Is there any objection? Hearing none, the election of the Senate President is now in order.
Mr. President, I move to, if I may be able to be recognized, to nominate our Senate President.
Yes, we recognize the Majority Leader.
Mr. President, I rise today to nominate Senate President Pro Temp Sherwin Gatchalian as the President of the Senate of the Philippines. Throughout his public service career as member of the House of Representatives, as mayor of Valenzuela City, and as senator, he has consistently proven his competence, his effective leadership, and his unparalleled work ethic. Siya nga po palagi ang nagsasara ng Senado, staying late in his office even after adjournment. As a matter of fact, Mr. President, I hear complaints from your staff that hindi na po sila nakakauwi ng disenteng oras dahil overwork daw sila, overwork. At palagi nilang tinatanong sa akin, kailan ko daw siya mahahanap ng girlfriend para makauwi daw ng mas maaga. Kaya, Mr. President, ikaw nga po daw ang sinasabi niya nagsasara ng Senado na wala na pong staff, ikaw na lang po naiiwan. And that just shows your dedication, Mr. President, on how hardworking you are in preparing for the days ahead. He has ably led some of our most demanding and time-consuming and consequential committees, namely the Committee on Energy, the Committee on Economic Affairs, the Committee on Basic Education, and most notably, the Committee on Finance. As Finance Chair, he had navigated a very challenging period in the wake of flood control scams coming into light. But he led the Finance Committee with great resolve, spearheading unprecedented initiatives to ensure accountability and transparency in the national budget. I believe that this last budget, my dear colleagues, was one of the most transparent in recent history. As a matter of fact, whatever projects that we wanted to insert or amend into the budget, we had to come up with voluminous requirements and documents coming from the agencies themselves and the receiving bodies like the LGUs. And that was the request. Not just the request, it was the demand of then Finance Chair Wing Gatchalian. He's the leader that the Senate needs in this time of division and disarray. And he has done this before. I know he'll be able to rise above the fray and lead us back to our principal function, which is to attend to the work of legislation. I have every confidence that as Senate President, he'll be able to set the institution back on the right path, guided by the highest standards of service, integrity, and morality. To my colleagues, I plead, let us elect Senate President Gatchalian and let us get back to our work in this hallowed institution. Maraming salamat po, Mr. President. And maybe we don't need to put it to a vote, Mr. President. Maybe we can do it by acclamation, Mr. President. Ayes and nays would be fine. I so move, Mr. President.
So,
And I move to close. There are no other nominees for Senate President. I move to close the period of nomination.
any objection? Hearing none, the nominations are closed.
Therefore, Mr. President, we'd like to congratulate.
As you said,
Yes.
the vote
Ayes and
will
nays.
as acclamation. All those in favor of Senator Sherwin Gatchalian as Senate President of the Republic of the Philippines, say aye. Aye. All those against, say nay. The ayes have it. Senator Sherwin Gatchalian is declared Senate President of the Republic of the Philippines. May we ask Senator Gatchalian to, before that, Senator Francis Pangilinan is recognized.
Yes, just for the record that the vote, having a quorum, is unanimous, Mr. President, for the record.
Thank you. We place that on record. May we ask Senator Sherwin Gatchalian to ascend to the rostrum to take his oath as Senate President.
For the record, Mr. President.
Yan po sa ilaw. Spot na.
May mga kasama ka.
Meron. Sila mix.
Oo, dapat. Mix at saka si Cheese.
Mix.
May we request Senator Zubiri and Senator Escudero to please join us. Dito sila likod ko. Pamilya mo sa likod.
Okay.
Mga ex.
Mga
Dito.
Mga X-Men. Yung sa kabila. Yung sa kabila.
Dito kami.
Dito. Di ba dapat dito kayo? Dito kayo dalawa. Dito. Dito kayo. Yan.
Yung may family.
Alright. Sige.
Pare, first bachelor Senate President.
Yung iba pretending.
Oh, mami mo nung dyan.
Diyan na. Kompleto na.
Yeah, kompleto na.
Okay. Please raise your right hand and repeat after me. I state your name.
I, Sherwin Gatchalian,
Having been elected to the position of Senate President,
having been elected to the position of Senate President,
do hereby solemnly swear
do hereby solemnly swear
that I will well and faithfully discharge
that I will well and faithfully discharge
to the best of my ability
to the best of my ability
the duties of my present position
the duties of my present position
and of all others I may hereafter hold
and of all others I may hereafter hold
under the Republic of the Philippines,
under the Republic of the Philippines,
that I will support and defend
that I will support and defend
the Constitution of the Philippines,
the Constitution of the Philippines,
that I will obey the laws, legal orders, and decrees
that I will obey the laws, legal orders, and decrees
promulgated by the duly constituted authorities,
promulgated by the duly constituted authorities,
and maintain true faith and allegiance
and maintain true faith and allegiance
to the Republic of the Philippines,
to the Republic of the Philippines,
and that I impose this obligation upon myself voluntarily,
and that I impose this obligation upon myself voluntarily,
without mental reservation
without mental reservation
or purpose of evasion.
or purpose of evasion.
So help me God.
So help me God.
Congratulations, sir.
Thank you. Thank you. Majority Leader.
Mr. President, just put on record as well that you have been ably discharging your function as Senate President Pro Temp and Acting President since your election in June 3, 2026. We'd just like to extend our congratulations on your elections as the new Senate President.
Thank you very much, Majority Leader.
Thank you, Mr. President. Mr. President, now I would like to move that we proceed with the election of the Senate President Pro Tempore. I so move, Mr. President.
Is there any objection? Hearing none, the election of the Senate President Pro Tempore is in order.
May I ask may we recognize, Mr. President, Senator Ping Lacson for the nomination?
We recognize Senator Ping Lacson.
Thank you, Mr. President. With your Honor's ascension as the fourth Senate President of the 20th Congress of the Republic of the Philippines, your previous post as Senate President Pro Tempore is now officially vacant. May I therefore nominate Senator Vicente Soto III to the position of Senate President Pro Tempore. Before I make my motion, Mr. President, I think I will be remiss of my duty and responsibility as a senator, colleague, and friend if I didn't thank and commend our two distinguished colleagues, Senator Chis Escudero and Senator Joel Villanueva, for responding to their higher calling for this chamber, our beloved institution known as the Philippine Senate, higher than their friendships, their affiliations, and every individual member of this body, even higher than themselves. I would also wish to put on record that I intentionally and voluntarily relinquished the chairmanship of what is known or often referred to as the most powerful committee, the Blue Ribbon, for two primary reasons. Number one, I am tired of losing old friends and creating new enemies. And number two, there are other colleagues who are equally, if not more qualified than this humble representation to take on the job. If there were no takers, I was willing, albeit with a heavy heart, to retain and continue sitting as chairman and resume a duty that I am morally and obligated to perform. With that, Mr. President, I move to nominate the position of Senate President Pro Tempore, Senator or the Honorable Vicente Soto III. I so move, Mr. Chairman, Mr. President. Thank you.
Thank you. Majority Leader.
Thank you, Mr. President. And just to give a short manifestation, Mr. President, I'd like to have the privilege to second the nomination of Senator Vicente C. Soto III as a Senate President Pro Temp. I was his majority leader in all 3 times he was elected as Senate President. It was an honor for me to be his majority leader. He used to call me Major. as the major in the plenary. But I can say from experience that he's second to none when it comes to knowledge of our institutional rules, traditions, and processes. He's what we need in the Senate leadership today. Someone who will protect the stability of the Senate and uphold the rules that give this institution shape and direction. Therefore, I would like to second the nomination of Vicente C. Soto III as our Senate President Pro Tem. Mr. President, there being no other nominations, I therefore move that we close the period of nomination and proceed with acclamation.
We therefore close the period of nominations and proceed to the voting for the Senate President Pro Tempore. Those who are in favor say aye.
Aye.
Those who are not in favor say nay. The ayes have it. Congratulations to our new Senate President Pro Tempore, Senator Tito Soto.
May we proceed, Mr. President, with the oath taking of the Senate President Pro Tempore. Sabi daw pang-retirement position yung Senate President. You want us to be behind you, sir?
Ayan pala. Thank you.
Sorry, dito na kami dumaan, sir.
Ito ka, cheese.
Sa tabi ko. Mamaya, ako na mag-isa.
Okay.
Oath of office, please repeat after me. I state your name.
I, Vicente Soto III,
Having been elected Senate President Pro Tempore,
having been elected the position of Senate President Pro Tempore,
do hereby solemnly swear
do hereby solemnly swear
that I will well and faithfully discharge,
that I will well and faithfully discharge,
to the best of my abilities,
to the best of my
the
abilities,
duties of my present position,
the duties of my present position,
and of all others I may hereafter
and
hold,
of all others I may hereafter hold,
under the Republic of the Philippines,
under the Republic of the Philippines,
that I will support and defend the Constitution of the Philippines,
that I will support and defend the Constitution of the Philippines,
that I will obey the laws, legal orders, and decrees
that I will obey the laws, legal orders, and decrees
promulgated by the duly constituted authorities,
promulgated by the duly constituted authorities,
and maintain true faith and allegiance
and maintain true faith and allegiance
to the Republic of the
to
Philippines,
the Republic of the Philippines,
and that I impose this obligation upon myself voluntarily,
and that I impose this obligation upon myself voluntarily,
without mental reservation
without mental reservation
or purpose of evasion.
or purpose of evasion.
So help me God.
So help me God.
Congratulations, sir.
Thank you, sir.
Congratulations.
JB, sama ka naman dito. Joel din. Wala nang nomination.
Hindi, off lang.
Mr. President, if I may be able to take my oath as well as Majority Leader, although I have been elected as the Chairman of the Rules Committee, but I was not able to take my oath the last June 3 meeting.
Yes, we will administer the oath to
Thank you very
the
much,
Majority Leader.
Ito yung isang Congress na pang-apat na yung President.
Oath of office, please repeat after me. I state your name.
I, Juan Miguel Zubiri,
Having been elected to the position of Chairperson of the Committee on Rules,
having been elected to the position of Chairperson of the Committee on Rules,
do hereby solemnly swear
do hereby solemnly swear
that I will well and faithfully discharge,
that I will well and faithfully discharge,
to the best of my ability,
to the best of my ability,
the duties of my present position,
the duties of my present position,
and of all others I may hereafter hold,
and of all others that I may hereafter hold,
under the Republic of the Philippines,
under the Republic of the Philippines,
that I will support and defend the Constitution of the Philippines,
that I will support and defend the Constitution of the Philippines,
that I will obey the laws, legal orders, and decrees
that I will obey the laws, legal orders, and decrees
promulgated by the duly constituted authorities,
promulgated by the duly constituted authorities,
and remain true faith and allegiance to the Republic of the Philippines,
and remain true faith and allegiance to the Republic of the
and
Philippines,
that I impose this obligation upon myself voluntarily,
and that I impose this obligation upon myself voluntarily,
without mental reservation
without mental
or
reservation
purpose of evasion.
or purpose of evasion.
So help me God.
So help me God.
Congratulations.
Thank you very much, sir. Thank you, sir.
Election ng committee, ano, chairman? Election ng committee chairman.
Yes. Oh, I have. Do you have the list? I don't have.
Mr. Leader.
Yes, Mr. President, we're about to elect the members of the different committees so that we can buckle down to work, Mr.
Correct.
President. But I need just a 1 minute suspension to get the list from the staff.
1 minute suspension.
Oras na, tumutok ka, balitang totoo. Philippine Pulse TV, piting ng bayan, sabay-sabay. Philippine Pulse TV, boses ng tao, kasama kay...
All right, it's still printing out the names of the other members of the committees. I'd just like to put on record the chairpersons of some of the committees have already been elected in June 3, 2026. To complete the committee chairmanships and memberships, I now move to elect the following senators as chairpersons and members of the following committees. If I may, Mr. President.
Go ahead, Majority Leader.
Mr. President, I move for the constitution of the Committee on Accountability and Public Officers and Investigations, or the Blue Ribbon Committee, to be composed of 17 regular members and 3 ex-officio members, reflecting an 11-9 majority-minority ratio. With the chairperson being elected, which is Senator Erwin Tulfo, and with 3 ex-officio members taken into account, I move that all majority members, with the exception of one, which is Senator Chis Escudero, he requested to be the one, not as a member of the committee, be elected as members of the said committee. I further move that all remaining senators who are currently in active discharge of their senatorial functions and who are not otherwise designated as ex-officio members be elected as regular members, subject to the prescribed membership limit under the rules. So move, Mr. President.
Is there any objection? Hearing none, the motion is approved.
Yes, just to explain to the public that's listening, all members, actually 17 members po ang membership ng Committee on Accountability and
That's 3.
Public Officers and Investigations, the Blue Ribbon Committee. Ibig po sabihin yan, 17 members plus yung ex-officio members, which is the Senate President Pro Temp, the Majority Leader, the deputies, the 2 Deputy Majority Leaders, the Minority Leader, and also the Deputy Minority Leader. So halos lahat po, sa lahat na nakikinig po sa atin na yung araw na ito, halos lahat ng members ng Senado, except for one, ay magiging membro ng Blue Ribbon. So we just move today, Mr. President, to state that fact and put on the record.
So noted.
Thank you very much, Mr. President. And upon the instruction of the chairperson, Senator Erwin Tulfo, I manifest the designation of Senator Kiko Pangilinan as vice chairperson of the said committee.
Is there any objection? Hearing none, manifestation is noted.
Mr. President, I'd like to also move on the election of members of the Committee on Social Justice on the part of the majority. The chairperson is Senator Erwin Tulfo, the vice chairperson is Senator Risa Ontiveros, and the members are Senator Kiko Pangilinan, Senator Manuel Lito Lapid, and Senator Rafi Tulfo.
Is there any objection? Hearing none, the motion is approved.
Mr. President, I move to elect the members of the Committee on Energy. The chairperson being Senator Erwin Tulfo, Vice Chairperson Senator J.V. Ejercito, members Senator Risa Ontiveros, Senator Bam Aquino, Senator Lito Lapid, and Senator Rafi Tulfo. We still need 2 members of the majority. I'll wait for the chairperson to give me the names of the 2 additional members. And so move, Mr. President.
Is there any objection? Hearing none, the motion is approved.
Thank you, Mr. President. Mr. President, I move that we elect the committee members of the Committee on Trade, Commerce, and Entrepreneurship. As chairperson, Senator Bam Aquino, and as members, Senator J.V. Ejercito, Senator Chis Escudero, Senator Manuel Lito Lapid, Senator Kiko Pangilinan, and Senator Rafi Tulfo.
Is there any objection? Hearing none, the motion is approved.
Mr. President, I move that we elect the members of the Committee on Constitutional Amendments and Revision of Codes. The chairperson being Senator Francis Kiko Pangilinan, and members Senators Risa Ontiveros, Senator Ping Lacson, Senator J.V. Ejercito, Senator Bam Aquino, Senator Lito Lapid, and Senator Chis Escudero. I so move.
Is there any objection? Hearing none, the motion is approved.
Yes, for minute suspension, sir.
1 minute suspension.
form. The chairperson being Senator Francis Kiko Pangilinan, the vice chairperson being Senator J.V. Ejercito, members Senator Risa Ontiveros, Senator Bam Aquino, Senator Lito Lapid, Senator Erwin Tulfo, Senator Raffy Tulfo, Senator Chis Escudero, and Senator Joel Villanueva. I so move.
Is there any objection? Hearing none, the motion is approved.
Mr. President, I move that we elect also the members of the Committee on Basic Education, the chairperson being Senator Bam Aquino, members Senator J.V. Ejercito, Senator Risa Ontiveros, Senator Lito Lapid, Senator Kiko Pangilinan, Senator Raffy Tulfo, Senator Erwin Tulfo, and Senator Joel Villanueva. I so move.
Is there any objection? Hearing none, the motion is approved.
And Mr. President, I also like to move to the Commission on Appointments. We'd like to elect Senators Panfilo Lacson, Senator Mig Subiri, Senator Joel Villanueva, Senator Risa Ontiveros, Senator Tito Soto, Senator Raffy Tulfo, and Senator J.V. Ejercito as members of the Commission on Appointments.
Is there any objection? Hearing none, the aforementioned senators are hereby elected.
Thank you, Mr. President. I would like to also move to elect Senators Bam Aquino, Senators Kiko Pangilinan, Senator Lapid, and Senator Escudero as members of the Senate Electoral Tribunal.
Is there any objection? Hearing none, the aforementioned senators are hereby elected.
Thank you, Mr. President. May I just ask for another minute suspension?
1 minute suspension.
Relations, where there are 17 members of the Senate who are members of this committee. I move, and me being the chairperson's president that was elected last June 3, that I retained the position as chairperson of the Committee on Foreign Relations, and that all members be made as members of the Foreign Relations except for one on our part, Mr. President, with the permission of Senator Lito Lapid.
Does the committee have 17 members as well?
Yes.
Okay.
So the same
So
situation,
same
as the Blue
situation
Ribbon.
as Blue Ribbon?
Yes.
All right.
So we elect all members except for Senator Lapid as member of the chair Committee on Foreign Relations. So move, Mr. President.
Is there any objection? Hearing none, the motion is approved.
Thank you, Mr. President. Mr. President, also for the Committee on Science and Technology, I move that we elect the members, the chairperson being Senator Bam Aquino, the members being Senator J.V. Ejercito, Senator Kiko Pangilinan, and Senator Risa Ontiveros. I so move, Mr. President.
Is there any objection? Hearing none, the motion is approved.
Mr. President, I'd like to also move to elect the members of the Committee on Justice, the chairperson being Senator Francis Kiko Pangilinan, vice chairperson Senator Ping Lacson, and members Senator Risa Ontiveros, Senator Bam Aquino, and Senator Joel Villanueva.
Is there any objection? Hearing none, motion is approved.
And also like to designate, for the record, Senator Ping Lacson as one of the vice chairpersons of the Blue Ribbon Committee. I forgot to mention earlier.
So noted.
May I ask for a minute suspension, sir?
1 minute suspension.
The chairperson is automatically the member of the JBC,
Yes.
which is Senator Francis Kiko Pangilinan.
Correct.
For the
Senator
record, Mr. President.
Pangilinan will represent the Senate in the JBC.
Mr. President, I move that we elect also members of the Committee on Rules. Mr. President, I move that we elect Senator J.V. Ejercito, Senator Ping Lacson, Senator Kiko Pangilinan, Senator Erwin Tulfo, and Senator Joel Villanueva as members of the Rules Committee. Mr.
Is there any objection? Hearing none, the motion is approved.
Thank you, Mr. President. Mr. President, we'd like to also elect the members of the Committee on Health and Demography, Mr. President. For the record, the chairperson is Senator Risa Ontiveros, vice chairperson Senator J.V. Ejercito, and the members part of the majority, Senators Bam Aquino, Senators Kiko Pangilinan, Senators Raffy Tulfo, Senator Erwin Tulfo, and Senator Ping Lacson.
Is there any objection? Hearing none, motion is approved.
Mr. President, we'd like to also move to elect the members of the Committee on Energy. On the part of the chairperson is Senator Erwin Tulfo, the vice chairperson is Senator J.V. Ejercito, and the members are Senator Risa Ontiveros, Senator Bam Aquino, Senator Ping Lacson, Senator Raffy Tulfo. I so move, Mr. President.
Is there any objection? Hearing none, motion is approved.
Mr. President, we'd like to also put on record the members of the Committee on Finance, Mr. President. Of course, the Committee on Finance is headed by the chairperson, Senator J.V. Ejercito. And with respect to the committee, each committee is composed of 20 members. So I move that all senators, with the exception of the Senate President and those serving in an ex officio capacity, be elected and designated as regular members of both committees. I so move, Mr. President.
Is there any objection? Hearing none, the motion is approved.
Mr. President, I'd like to also elect the members of the National Defense, Security and Peace and Unification and Reconciliation Committee, Mr. President. The chairperson is Senator Tito Soto, our Senate President pro tempore. And same with the Finance Committee. There are 20 members.
Nice.
So I move that all senators, with the exception of the Senate President, those serving in an ex officio capacity, be elected and designated as members of the National Defense Committee. I so move, Mr.
Is
President.
there any objection? Hearing none, motion is approved.
There's a request there's a request by our chairperson that Senator Ejercito, J.V. Ejercito, and Senator Lacson be elected as the vice chairperson of the said committee.
So noted.
Mr. President, I move that we elect the members of the Women and Children Committee on Women and Children. The chairperson, of course, is Senator Risa Ontiveros. The vice chairperson is Senator J.V. Ejercito. And Senator Bam Aquino, Senators Kiko Pangilinan, Senator Erwin Tulfo, and Senator Ping Lacson. I so move, Mr.
Is
President.
there any objection? Hearing none, motion is approved.
Mr. President, I move to elect the following members as the members of the Committee on Ways and Means. This chairperson is Senator Bam Aquino, and the members are Senator Pia Ontiveros, Senator Kiko Pangilinan, Senator Chis Escudero, Senator Erwin Tulfo, Senator Rafi Tulfo, and Senator Joel, what did I say? Risa Ontiveros. What did I say? Ay, nako, wala pa si Pia, hindi pa siya senator. Senator Pia. Okay, my apologies, Mr. President. My apologies. The chairperson of the Ways and Means Committee is Senator Ping Lacson, Mr. President. And vice chair will be Senator Bam Aquino, Senator Risa Ontiveros, Senator Kiko Pangilinan, Senator Francis Escudero, Senator Erwin Tulfo, Senator Rafi Tulfo, and Senator Joel Villanueva. So moved.
Is there any objection? Hearing none, motion is carried.
Yes, for another minute suspension.
Session suspended.
Amusements. The chairperson, of course, is Senator Lito Lapid. The vice chair is Senator Rafi Tulfo. The members are Senator Chis Escudero, Senator Panfilo Lacson, Senator Erwin Tulfo, and Senator Joel Villanueva. So moved.
Is there any objection? Hearing none, motion is approved.
Mr. President, I move that we elect the members of the Committee on Ethics and Privileges. The chairperson being Senate President Pro Temp Tito Soto, Vice Chairperson Senator Pangilinan, members Senator Rafi Tulfo, and Senator Lacson.
Is there any objection? Hearing none, motion is approved.
I move that we elect members of the Committee on Public Services, Mr. President. The chairperson is Senator Rafi Tulfo, the Vice Chairperson Senator J.V. Ejercito, and Vice Chairperson Senator Bam Aquino. Members Senator Lito Lapid, Senator Risa Ontiveros, Senator Kiko Pangilinan, Senator Erwin Tulfo. I so move, Mr. President.
Is there any objection? Hearing none, motion is approved.
Mr. President, I move that we elect the members of the Committee on Local Government. It is headed by their chairperson, Senator J.V. Ejercito, Vice Chairperson, Senator Ping Lacson, members Senator Rafi Tulfo, Senator Francis Kiko Pangilinan, Senator Risa Ontiveros, Senator Joel Villanueva, Senator Lito Lapid, and Senator Bam Aquino. I so move.
Is there any objection? Hearing none, motion is approved.
Thank you, Mr. President. Mr. President, I move that we elect the members of the Committee on Migrant Workers, headed by Senator Rafi Tulfo, Vice Chairperson Senator Joel Villanueva, members Senator Lito Lapid, Senator Erwin Tulfo, Senator Bam Aquino, Senator Risa Ontiveros, Senator J.V. Ejercito, and Senator Kiko Pangilinan. I so move.
Is there any objection? Hearing none, motion is approved.
May I ask for a minute suspension once again.
Session suspended.
A bit of patience because the lists were only given today and they're just verifying all the names na hindi magdodoble po tsaka hindi po tayo sumobra sa allotted
Number of
ratio
seats.
natin, Mr. President. So, and I'd just like to reiterate the election of the JBC representatives pursuant to Article 8, Section 8 of the Constitution. I move to elect Senator Francis Pangilinan as the Senate representative to the Judicial and Bar Council. Vice Sen. Rodante Marcoleta. I so move, Mr. President.
Is there any objection? Hearing none, Senator Francis Pangilinan is hereby elected to the JBC.
Mr. President, I move that we elect, or rather, I move that we retain Senator Joel Villanueva as chairperson of the Committee on Higher Education. And his vice chairman will be Senator Ejercito. Members Senator Bam Aquino, Senator Kiko Pangilinan, Senator Rafi Tulfo, and Senator Escudero. I so move.
Is there any objection? Hearing none, motion is approved.
And I'd like to make a correction. In the Committee on Games, it's not Senator Rafi Tulfo who's the vice chairperson. It is Senator Erwin Tulfo.
So noted.
My apologies to the chairperson. As regards to the CA membership, Mr. President, for the record, that this representation and that of Senator Soto are vice. We replace Senators Lito Lapid and Senator Mark Villar, respectively, for the record, Mr. President.
Yeah, so noted.
Mr. President, we'd like to also elect the members of the Committee on Labor, Chairperson Senator Joel Villanueva, Vice Chairperson Senator J.V. Ejercito, and members Senator Rafi Tulfo, Senator Erwin Tulfo, Senator Bam Aquino, Senator Risa Ontiveros, Senator Pangilinan, and Senator Escudero, Mr. President.
Is there any objection? Hearing none, motion is approved.
And Mr. President, I move to formally elect as well my deputy majority floor leaders. We'd like to elect and move to elect Senators J.V. Ejercito as my senior deputy majority leader, who one day in the near future will become the majority leader, I hope, after his job in the Finance Committee, and this representation will just retire. We'd like to also elect, Mr. President, our former majority leader, Senator Joel Villanueva, as deputy majority floor leader.
Is there any objection? Hearing none, motion is approved.
Thank you very much, Mr. President. May I ask for another minute suspension?
Session suspended.